Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This market recap is for Friday, October 27th, 2023. Let me apologize in advance. I'm getting over a cold again, so just bear with me here. Let's start with market breadth indicators. And you'll see that these are all my indicators listed on a spreadsheet and color-coded. Everything's red once again, with some indicators being deep red. Number of stocks that have an RSI below 50, which signals a downtrend, is at 5,000. VIX is above 20 and holding. Even if we get a bounce, we got to see the market breadth change in order to go on a uptrend or a bull run, and that's just not happening right now. Number of stocks that are bullish to bearish is definitely bearish. Go through this market summation. Look at the NASDAQ. Price is below the 5-week. 5-week is below the 10-week. That's bearish. T2108, stocks above their 40-day moving average, is now fallen below 15. That's very bearish, but entering a buy zone. This is on the weekly, and how I play that is, when it gets below 20, we'll see how far it'll fall, and then I want to see it start to move back up. That could signal a change in breadth and a potential uptrend, and a good time to buy for like your 401k, things like that. Longer term positions. But we're not there yet. RSI in the weekly for the NASDAQ is now below 50 and is holding there. Stoch is oversold and can stay down here for a while. MACD is negative, and VIX again is above 20. That's all bearish. With the VIX staying above 20, I'm expecting to see some more downside or market volatility. Let's check out the SPY. Looks worse than the NASDAQ. Price is well below the 5-week moving average. 5-week is below the 10. RSI is below 40 now. So we're in a definite downtrend. Let's check it on the daily. You can see that the downtrend starts, on this day. We go down. We bounce. We hit our head on the 50. We go lower. So we have a low, we have a lower high compared to the high, fall down, lower low, lower high, lower low, downtrend. You can see it on the RSI as well, never goes above 60, oscillates, below 30 and 60. That's in a downtrend. Check the NASDAQ on the daily. The wrong symbol. CMPQX. Same thing. We have an update here. This yellow candle means it opened higher, closed lower than the open, but was still positive. So that's not bullish. NASDAQ's in a downtrend. We've got the 20-day moving average below the 50. 10 below the 20 and price below the 10. That's all bearish. We will check some power stocks here. Get it sorted right. Again, I'm not going long anything. Even the oil stocks that seem to be showing some strength. Excuse me. FRO, this is in an uptrend. All the moving averages are aligned. It's in the power zone now on the weekly. That's a good, good stock. This is a good breakout. I'm not playing it. ETG, that's a good breakout. Just not quite in the power zone. Higher volume than average. This is probably an earnings day. Again, not playing any longs. NU, this is a bank. Banks are showing weakness. I'm suspecting this will be a double top. Oil tankers, you know, this is a good range expansion here. I would think this would go higher, but again, I'm not playing it. Appfolio, you know, looks like the street liked its earnings initially and then gave it all back. We'll just kind of go through these and see if there's anything that's really worth talking about. This is just a day trading stock. One of my scans is, you know, the strongest stocks within a certain time frame, you know, a week, a month, and this is what's showing up at the end here. Not strong. And I only got 30 stocks on my power stock scan. That's very bearish. So I'm just managing shorts, not going long anything unless it's an inverse ETF. We'll check IPOs though. This is the strongest stock in the last 14 weeks. Just going sideways. TPST, you know, this is a day trader stock. Let's check the IPOs though. What I'm looking for here, this is good. Low dollar volume though. Breaks out, consolidates, might be looking to go higher. What I'm looking for on these IPO scans, and that's it. Is that it? What do we do here? Yep, okay. Let's try this again. So these are stocks that have been out less than 14 weeks. Nothing looks good. Birkenstock, you know, here's the IPO day. Can't even reach back up to 40. 40 is now resistance. GMM, this looks good. This day right here, a low dollar volume. But if this were an intraday chart, like if these were 5-minute candles, this would be kind of like an opening range breakout. Here's the IPO day. And then on this candle, we break out above the high. That's kind of how you play these. 64%. This one was good. Again, I'm not taking it because I don't trust it with the market breadth in the market we're in, but you can see it, some things run. Global Mofi Metaverse Limited. It's probably garbage, but it's running. All right, and that's it. Let's go over what I'm looking for. The two best IPO stocks in my memory are HKD, and we'll take you back here. Here's HKD on the IPO. And then all of a sudden you get this day. 2 million, prices, we'll call it 70, $140 million in dollar volume. That's great. And then you have this huge day. Now you don't buy it this day. I mean, if you caught it and were day trading, you could have caught it over the opening range high here at 34 and got a hell of a return in one day. And then try to next day. Come on, next day. So it's consolidating. Just trying to do this one more day at a time. And then you get this day, and this is the day to buy it. Right? Got over this high. This is just a bull flag, and then goes boom. So this closed at 76, went up to 200. Went up to 500. And then went all the way up to 2,500. So we would have gotten in at 76 and rode up to 2,500. That's 3,000%. If you got $10,000 in this, that's $300,000 you now have. This is the unicorn. These happen maybe once every 5 years or something like that, once every 3 years. That's why I always do this IPO scan. We'll look at Tilray. Go all the way back. Sorry if I make you dizzy here. Here's Tilray. IPO day. Here's the high, it's consolidating, basing through here, and then here's the breakout. On 6 million for a $35 stock, I mean, that's $180 million volume. That's why I trade high dollar volume stocks. Here's the breakout, goes sideways, and you definitely better be in by this day, right there. If we got in here at 35, 36, goes all the way up to 300. That is 700%. Again, these are the unicorns. They rarely happen, but I don't want to miss them. These are account changers. These will move your account quite a bit if you can get a hold of them. All right, power stocks, IPOs. Let's go through some ETFs. Labdi, this is the inverse biotech stock or biotech ETF, levered 3 times to the XBI. It's in a solid uptrend. And you say breaks out, forms the uptrend, pulls back, breaks out, pulls back, breaks out, pulls back. This is extended. I mean, this is like the 4th run, but that's a solid breakout. Could be going lower. Gold miners, look to be setting up here. I'd look for a push on the RSI above 60, but right now it still looks kind of range bound. Possible, inverse head and shoulders forming on gold miners. VIX is, bumping its head on resistance right now. It's in an uptrend, and it's bumping its head in resistance. If this gets going, market's going to go down. FAZ, this is the inverse to bank stocks. Let's show XLF. Here's the bank ETF. Starts the downtrend here, goes up, peaks one peak above 60. If it just pokes its head up, that's not a change in trend. It's got to kind of hang out there a little bit. Like through here, it hangs out here for a few days. This is a change. 3-4 days in the uptrend, pulls back. You really know from the pullback, but falls, consolidates. This is like a bear flag, and then boom. We are kind of getting close to support here. Not sure if we're going to bounce or just fall through, but banks look very bearish. All these are inverse ETFs pretty much. Silver might be looking to make a run here with gold. Semiconductors weak. Tesla, this looks like a bear flag. Had the drop on earnings, and now we're just consolidating. I'm thinking we're going to get a leg lower on Tesla, which will be bad for the Qs. TBT, ultra short bonds. So when bonds go down, this goes up. And when bonds go down, yields go up. When yields go up, the stock market goes down. So if you were able to follow that, this looks like it's consolidating again. Here's the run, pullback. We're pretty much pulled back to support. We'll see what happens if we break out again. I'm expecting yields to go higher, but we'll see what happens. It could go either way. I'm thinking we're going to keep falling though, even though we are a little bit oversold. If we just kept falling, it wouldn't surprise me. Bitcoin is in an uptrend now. You know, here's the run changing the trend to an uptrend. We have a pullback. I'll be watching the miners, Mara, MSTR, Riot. That's how I'll play Bitcoin. I don't own any Bitcoin. This is short VIX or inverse VIX. So when the market goes up, this goes up. And you see the shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder are right at the neckline. This looks with big volume. This looks bearish to me. I'm expecting more weakness. Banks, you know, regional banks look weak too. Uranium looks like it could be in a shift from an uptrend to a downtrend. We had the run through here. I was waiting for a setup, consolidate. I bought UEC uranium here, and then didn't go anywhere. And the market was really getting hammered this day, so I just sold out a UEC this day right here. Here's the day I bought it, got an up day. I didn't like this candle or what the market was doing, just didn't want to chance it, whatever, 2.5%. That's what happens sometimes. Boyle, this I sold out a little early too, but again, didn't like what the market was doing on this day. Excuse me. We had the uptrend, the change to the uptrend here. You see the RSI go all the way up to 70, pulls back, stops about 40. We had this up day here, this range expansion day. Bought Boyle there, sold it out the next day because I just didn't like what the market was doing. And then we have a reversal day. So I'll keep my eye on it, but I'm out of it. XBI, biotech, this looks very weak. Very, very weak. The only thing that even looks like it might stop is we're starting to hit support right in here. Who knows though? I mean, weed goes up, pulls all the way back. Weed ETF. That's it. Kind of go over a few trades I had last week that I actually just nibbled on. Just very small positions long. This was MSTR when Bitcoin started running. Just held it for 2 days. Sold out this day. I mean, just gap. And then up again. So I sold it on this day here. It's got a pullback, still in an uptrend. We'll see if it sets up and Bitcoin sets up to go on another run. But that was just a quick, 15%. I'll take it. TAL. I think I bought it on this day here and just sold out, on this day, which the market just started reversing. So I just sold out all my longs. Yin, I did take a small loss. Bought it this day. Again, it's not in an uptrend, but I got greedy and just felt like it looked like a good run could happen, and then just pulled back, and it's consolidating. And then Boyle, bought it here, sold it the day after, and see what happens. So I'm not going long anything. I'm going to manage my shorts. I think we're going to go lower, but, we might get a bounce here. So I got tight stops, managing my shorts, and just keep watching earnings. So if you like, that's all I got for today. If you like what I'm doing, please like and subscribe.